All about Artemisia Gentileschi. She was born July 8, 1593, in the Roman Papal States of Italy. She died 1654 or later in the Naples Kingdom of Naples. Her primary type of artwork was painting. She preferred oil on canvas, and sometimes she would use oil on copper or on wood. She was a Baroque artist, meaning that her work was extravagantly ornate, florid, and convoluted in character or style. She was one of the first women who established herself as a successful artist in the West. She made a career of painting women heroes and imbued her scenes with tension and drama. Although Gentileschi was well known during her lifetime, working for a number of European rulers and running an extensive workshop, the artist was largely overlooked in art history texts after her death. Interest in her art rapidly grew during the second half of the 20th century and into the 21st century, although her rape in 1611 often shaped interpretations of her biography in art. As more evidence has come to life about her life, scholars have been reassessing her legacy. Other artists who worked in a similar style to Gentileschi include Caravaggio, Judith Leister, and Peter Paul Rubens. Some similarities between her and Caravaggio were they both used chiaroscuro, both of their paintings felt dramatic and realistic, and both of them focused on human emotion and physicality. Some of the difference between the two were that Caravaggio often painted male-centered scenes, while Gentileschi kept it with women as the leads of her art. Some similarities between Judith Leister and Gentileschi were that they were both female artists, skilled in lighting and capturing personality, and both of their artworks felt very alive. Some differences between the two are that Leister often painted genre scenes which are lighter in mood, and Gentileschi focused more on biblical and mythological drama. Gentileschi's work is generally more violent and emotionally charged. And lastly, Peter Paul Rubens. Some similarities between them were that they were both Baroque artists, and both of their compositions often feel very dynamic and theatrical. Some differences were that Rubens' style is more grand, decorative, and idealized, while Rubens also often portrays women as more idealized and in a sensual way, while Gentileschi presents them as strong and active protagonists. One of Gentileschi's quotes is, "My illustrious lordship, I'll show you what a woman can do." This highlights her will for feminine rights in a time where women were not respected or even valued. Some events that may have impacted her work were many of her personal experiences, such as her 1612 trial, which led to her to paint powerful scenes of justice and strong women. The Counter-Reformation also shaped her work by encouraging dramatic, emotional, and religious paintings. Other events like the 30-Year War influenced the intense and serious tone of the Baroque art during her lifetime. One of her works is titled Salome with the Head of St. John the Baptist. It's dated to around 1615. It's in oil on canvas, and it is about 116 centimeters by 140 centimeters. It is located in the Museum of Fine Arts in Budapest. We'll be critiquing this one later. Another one of her paintings is Self-Portrait as the Allegory of Painting. It's dated to 1638. It's an oil on canvas, and it is 98.6 centimeters by 75.2 centimeters. It is a part of the Royal Collection in the United Kingdom. The final piece of artwork that we will be talking about today is St. Catherine of Alexandria. It is dated to around 1615. It's an oil on canvas, and it is about 78.6 78 centimeters by 61.5 centimeters. It's located in the National Gallery in London. Now we'll critique Salome with the head of St. John the Baptist. The subject is the biblical moment when Salome receives the head of John the Baptist after his execution. It is a religious or historical painting because it tells a story directly from the Bible. The style is realistic with some symbolic meaning using dramatic lighting. The artwork uses dark colors and strong light contrasts. The colors create a serious mood and the textures make the figures look real. It uses contrast and emphasis to draw attention to the main scene. Movement is created through diagonal arrangement of the figures, which guides the viewer's eye toward the focal point of the scene. The artist may be showing themes of death and consequence using a powerful biblical story. It gives a sad and uneasy feeling because of the dark mood and the subject. The facial expressions stand out to me because they show such strong emotion. It fits art as an expression because it clearly shows emotion and mood.